Yeah, no. Yeah, it must have blown out.
From freezing?
Just from a temperature change.
The other ones seem okay. Are they empty or do they have fuel in them?
These ones do.
So that it leaked then. Huh.
Yeah.
That's why it smells. Okay. Lovely.
Hi.
Sorry.
Camera in your face.
It's a little crazy at times to like stop and look around and see what we have done in the time that we've been here. It's now mid-October and we got onto our land mid-July. And so we are a couple of months behind our original schedule. It just took longer to find the land to buy than we thought it would. And so that's why we're a little behind on everything else. We had hoped to have phase 1 completed by now, but being stuck for 2 months before we could get out here kind of shifted everything. But it's weird to be out here and to be like, oh my gosh, this is something we've talked about for, almost 10 years. We've been dreaming about this for almost our whole marriage. And like actively planning for this for the past 4 years or so. We didn't think it would happen this quick. We did not expect to be here at this point in our lives. It just, timing is everything, and it felt right, and it was right because we're here. But sometimes it's kind of like, oh my gosh, we're here. We're doing this thing that we talked about for years. We're making it happen. And that is wild to me sometimes because we are big dreamers and it's easy to dream about what you want to do. And it's another thing to actually just do it. And I feel like we have just jumped right in. This whole experience has been this huge leap of faith for us. I mean, we sold our house. We didn't have land to buy. We knew where we wanted to buy, but the land we were waiting on still wasn't ready. And so we did it anyway. I quit my job. We sold the house. We started planning, even though we didn't have land. So we bought vehicles that would work out here, completely paid for, and started just planning. And now we're doing, and it's super exciting to be in the doing phase of our dreams. We're really lucky. We're really lucky to be here.
Doesn't need to be super exact. That?
Yeah, doesn't it sound like a wounded animal?
It sounds like Chloe when she misbehaves.
Yeah. Well,
what are you doing?
Yeah, her pride is wounded in that moment. Not a good idea, huh?
Take the varnish off the rest.
Yeah. All right.
You realize people are going to wonder why we have so many damn TVs.
I know. Ignore the mess. We need to fill our water bottle. This TV came with the camper.
Oh, this one up here?
Yeah, that one came with the camper. That we just have to take it down. And then this is our big TV, 65 inch?
65.
Yeah, we pulled it out of storage when we were at my parents' house before moving and decided we'd rather just take it with us and put it back in storage. So we've enjoyed it, but it's, you know, on this little shelf. So
Well, you know what this is, right?
that's the Willow.
Yep.
And this is where the dining set would be if we had one. We don't have one. It didn't come with one. It was already taken out by the time we bought it. So.
You know what? When I broke this, I don't think that vacuum's going to fit it anymore.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll figure something else out. I love that your shorts are just hanging out over there.
Hey, I'm kidding.
See, this is why I want to do little things. Because I feel like the job they did wasn't the best.
Okay.
We don't have any tacks, do we?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Improvise with that to overcome.
Right. One day I'll be able to take all of this stuff off because we won't be living in this and I can totally revamp the camper. Do we need to move the wet jet completely? Because it's not.
I may want to put a brace there.
Okay. So we need to put one more of the little back legs?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
Okay.
Do we have to take it back out or can you do it from in here?
No, we can do it from in here.
Okay. Okay. We're going to have to take that TV down today, aren't we?
No. I'll be right. Come on.
Is it going to work?
That'll work.
So we are currently on our way to pick up probably our first and only frivolous purchase for the ranch.
I don't know about frivolous.
It's not immediately necessary, but it's absolutely perfect for us. So the name of our homestead ranch is Running Bear Ranch, and we just found gates that have, they're metal gates with a bear on car, stopped at the bank, and we are on our way to pick up what will become eventually the gates to our driveway for our homestead. And it's kind of exciting. They're gonna sit for a while. You excited, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll sit for a while because we're not ready to put in a fence yet, but it was too good to pass up. So we took the dogs with us. They're in the back seat. Chloe's been asleep for most of it. We stopped at Subway and got them their own little portions of chicken. And that was the first time Chloe's ever had a treat like that. So, yeah, just a nice day, and it's beautiful outside. So when we got to the place to pick up the panels, we were stupid, basically, and left the other halves of our Subway sandwiches in the car. We even told ourselves earlier to make sure to keep them where they couldn't get them. Got here, completely forgot. We get back into the car, and Chloe's sitting in the front seat, and my sandwich is gone. Most of Nathan's is gone. We're pretty sure Max helped, but she seemed pretty proud of herself until she got in trouble. And then she peed on my seat. So luckily there was an old t-shirt in the car and I could sit on it. But let me tell you, this little girl, these two right there. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. A smug look on her face. She's so happy now because she's full of human food. She got bacon. I had bacon on my sandwich. Nope. I think the funniest thing about this whole thing is that we brought the dogs with us because we still don't have a kennel up. We brought them with us because if we leave for too long, she just wreaks havoc in our camper. We put everything up and inevitably we forget something. And we thought this would be easier than leaving them at home.
Well, thank you again.
But no.
Take care.
It wasn't. This was supposed to be easier.
What?
The dogs, bringing the dogs with us was supposed.
Are you recording right now?
I am recording.
Take care. Oh, okay.
So, anyway, it was supposed to be easier. And I guess in some ways it was, but she doesn't like lettuce. We've learned that. Because that's about all that was left, wasn't it?
And tomato.
Lettuce and tomato, which is actually good because I think tomato, it can be toxic to dogs in large quantities at least. So I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Google. But I don't think you're supposed to give dogs tomatoes. And she's just like, whatever. You should have seen her earlier, babe. She looked really smug.
I'm sure.
So. Why did we get a puppy? You started the process. He's pointing at me. Yes, I picked her out and I took her home, but we never would have been there if it weren't for you saying, put one aside for me. So we just picked up the gates for Running Bear Ranch. Nathan, would you explain to everyone why it is called Running Bear Ranch?
Sure. So, a couple of reasons. And we'll just start flooding our channel with all the different stories, and then you guys can pick your favorite one. But the genuine reason is because I lived in Vermont for a while, and one of the Native American tribes in Vermont is the Abenaki Indian tribe. And a friend of mine was a half or three-quarter, I think, Abenaki, and told me about how each person receives a tribal name. And we got to be such good friends that he asked me if I wanted one, and I said, yeah, I do. And so he gave me the name Running Bear. So, Running Bear Ranch.
Yeah, it works. And it helps that, you know, you're Oso Blanco, as well as just Bear to everybody. So,
Papa Bear when I had kids.
Yep.
It's my Xbox handle is Papa Bear. Yeah, bears just... Plus, bears like to eat. They like to sleep. And if anybody pisses them off, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, we kind of debated this whole topic about whether or not to name our ranch Running Bear Ranch, because we wanted to be sensitive about cultural appropriation. Exactly.
We didn't want to just move in and take on a Navajo or a Zuni or a Hopi name without paying proper respect and earning the ability to use that kind of moniker. So This is something that was given to me, and we feel good about it.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think in the comments.